Hello world, hello world. Welcome back to my channel. Call me Biz. This is the most brutal psychic fail compilation part 1. Look, psychics, man. Yo, one time I went through this dark rabbit hole of just watching TV psychics. I don't know why. And I always thought it was funny, man. I think since Miss Cleo, I always thought it was hilarious because I believe if there were real, true psychics in the world, they will all be super rich. They wouldn't be reading. Funny story. Matter of fact, I'll tell you after the video. Look, if you enjoy this content, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment, let me know you were here. Alright, let's go ahead and watch. This is the most brutal psychic fails compilation, part 1. I hope there's like 30 parts. I'm doing all 30.
They descend like vultures. Never in the history of the world has a psychic solved a missing child case. Never.
Psychic shows like the Long Island Medium possess an editing room advantage in which they can take all of their misses over a several hour-long recording, show only the hits, and wow their audience. But what happens when they go outside this comfort zone, appearing on other people's shows, particularly live shows? Well, our brains are still wired towards confirmation bias, where we focus on the hits and ignore the misses. That is, until we start to look for the misses, for the psychic cringe fails. But this can get tedious, so to save you time, I've put together a compilation of just that. This is part 1. Enjoy.
And I will.
Who lost the spouse? I think I'm right here. Your wife has departed? Is that her wedding ring?
No, it's my mother's.
Do you still have her chair?
No.
Or did she have an issue with her legs prior to her passing?
No.
Was there an issue with the legs where your husband was bed restriction? Is that correct?
So you'll always know when you talk to a family member, when you start a case, you'll know if this person is dead or alive. Every time.
Yes.
Does this girl look familiar to you?
Yeah, she does. I worked this case.
This is a girl who you said was beaten and killed.
Okay.
This little girl is me. And you told somebody that she's dead.
Look at her
Wait a
face.
minute. You didn't disappear?
I'm right here.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
All told, 10 different psychics told our producer that Lisa had been murdered.
Well, that's
and the
interesting.
FBI says to Inside Edition that they are not aware of any criminal investigation that has been solved as a direct result of information provided by a psychic.
We do see massive energy grid blackouts and cyber attacks by May or June. One feels like it's in the Northeast, East Coast, New York area or Washington area. We think Hillary Clinton will be elected president.
Wrong.
That is absolutely
Wrong.
I'm starting with a gentleman, first off, and with this man, who? Reg. And he's also mentioned Frank. Thank you. Okay, what's that uniform? In his younger years, I can see the uniform. In his younger years, please, I don't know what he was in the Air Force. I don't feel he was a pilot because of his attire, but he's keen to show me that. And he's transported back into the older age in which he passed. He may not even be family, he may be just known to you.
Frank or Reg? Anyone?
Yes, please, could you, microphone, bless. What say?
Good afternoon. My father, his name was Hugh, and he was in the Air Force. And he didn't fly, he was a civil engineer.
That'll do.
Glynis? Do you know Glynis? Or Glennis? Living, physical?
No, it doesn't ring any bells.
It doesn't.
Earlier, I invited 3 mediums to a one-time Victorian chocolate factory where they all channeled the name George, an evil fat man who was the factory's first manager.
She's given me the name of George.
George.
The only trouble is that George is part of a made-up story that I planted on the chocolate factory website a week ago. Astonishingly, Goldie has actually summoned the ghost of my made-up factory manager.
So what's his name?
I've got George and I've got Bull.
We chose the surname Bull for a reason.
Have you ever noticed how many psychic storefronts there are in Manhattan? I wondered what would happen if I got my palms read at all of them. Do you think they would say the same exact thing? How long will I live?
Into your late 80s.
Late 90s.
To your 80s, your 90s. Shows beyond your 80s.
She was born to live into your 98.
90, 91,
91.
I don't know who put this lovely picture in here. Oh, you're upstairs. Is this something called the barn? Is his name Bernard or Barnard?
No.
Why would he say that?
That's our nan.
Oh, your nan? Sorry.
All the things that you channeled today, like George Bull, that all came from a story that I made up. Does that mean that you cheated?
I did. I don't think it was ever a chocolate factory.
That's the one thing it was, Goldie, I'm afraid. Yeah, you see, you've even got the truth wrong.
Yeah, I know.
We dropped our psychics in the middle of a massive pine forest. There's a rescue chopper waiting for them. Our psychics have just 15 minutes to find the chopper. They've got a map that shows an outline of the area and then something belonging to the pilot. So a personal effect, keys, wallet, something like that. And then our psychics will use that to sense, the right direction.
How did they do? Let's have a look. Most of them veer off to the right and get lost, rather than making a fairly straight path to the helicopter. These aren't just any psychics, they are the top 10 in Australia.
From hundreds of applicants, we've narrowed the field to the top 10 psychics Australia has to offer.
I can see her. No.
Why go through all
It's a car. Terrible. Back to the start.
Will I be married?
I see marriage for the next 2 years. You'll be married in your late 30s.
The 10 years about.
I would say maybe no later than 2 years.
At least 3
years. Major commitment's about a year and a half away. Maybe a child, but not marriage. You're not the marrying kind.
Almost 9 years ago, Amanda Berry's mom went on the Montel Williams show where resident psychic Sylvia Brown spoke of Amanda.
I don't think I'll ever see her again.
Yeah, in heaven. She's gone.
Wow.
Then who's this?
Help me,
Yo,
Amanda
and that's the
Berry.
fucked
I've been
up part about
kidnapped
this whole
and I've been
bullshit,
missing for 10 years and I'm here. I'm free now.
There are 2 jagged boulders which look really misplaced.
He could be found near
He's near the boulders.
Is he still with us?
Sean was found alive, not stuck between jagged boulders, but in an apartment in suburban St. Louis.
Is it possible for a psychic to read the history of an instrument just by touching? Please welcome Nella Jones.
That's just a little thing. That's just getting into a lock of some sort. I felt class with that one. This one, God knows why. I'm picking up a heavy tyre, so I don't know what that's being used for. Sorry, my darling, best I can do.
You examined 6 objects, you got no information from 3 of them, and you got incorrect information from the remaining 3.
All right. He's going to be the father of 2 children. He's going to be a father of 3 kids, 2 boys.
I see 2 boys and a girl.
Your dad showed 2 children in the future.
I'll adopt 2 kids.
Was somebody murdered? Like, murdered?
No.
I feel like somebody passed from a suicide where their actions brought about how they got there. If anybody over there has somebody who crossed over like that, that's kind of how they showed it to me.
No, we're seeing lots of...
It's connected to Michael, if it helps.
I had an aunt. Her name
Say it
was
again?
Moira.
Okay, I'm getting someone now whose name is...
Yo, South Park.
It's a...
Get it!
Kenny says hi.
She'll be given the 12 biographies. Then she'll do a tarot card reading on each subject. To win, she has to match the person to the correct bio 9 out of 12 times.
How convinced are you that you're going to win $1 million?
I'm convinced. I see that you're a person that's ambitious. I'm going to go with this one.
This is your final answer?
Yes.
If this is your bio, I want you to turn it towards the camera. If it's not your bio, I want you to crumple it up. Now, it looks like you've got 1 right.
I still believe I'm psychic.
What do you make of that?
It's what's the term? Stubborn. I guarantee you one headline you will never see is this one. Psychic wins lottery again.
Thank you so much for watching. This is part of a several-part series on the
Psychic win. My thing is this, bro. these people, they're scamming people. Not only that, what pisses me off about it a lot is when they use this shit and they tell somebody that they're missing children or dead. Because, you know, most likely, usually, like they say, if a child is missing for what they say, like 48 hours or first week or some shit like that, they're more likely to be dead. But to say it and just play on someone's emotion like that shit is some evil fucking shit, bro. That shit is some evil. Just for a couple of pennies and some fame, that shit is evil as fuck. And plus, if these people were psychics and they're able to tell the future and all that fucked up ass bullshit, why the fuck are they running these little petty scams? Why are they in the streets reading palms and shit? Why don't they win the lottery? Why don't they go to the casinos? Why don't they? Come on, man. There's so much shit they could be doing so they could be up. Instead, they scamming motherfuckers out there, life insurance money, all type of shit. I don't believe in that shit. Do I believe in the spiritual realm? The spiritual realm. You know what I think? I think true spiritual people, like for real, because I mean, we gotta look at it in history, right? Like, if African people really deal with spirituality and all of that shit, right? But that's something completely different than what this was going on with this. This is playing on people's superstition, right? This is playing on people's emotions, because a lot of people, when they lose someone, they don't want to let go, and they start to lose all type of common sense. And, you know, and people like these motherfuckers, they play on that. And first of all, if you know some shit, why are you guessing so much? Shouldn't you just know it? And why the fuck, let's say, if you're like on the other side and you're trying to talk to your whoever loved one, why are you giving clues? Why don't you just say who the fuck you are? Why is it, oh, red shirt, I see red shirt. They said box. They said red box. Anybody recognize a red box? Like, why are they speaking in codes, man? It's all bullshit. Anyways, I hate it. Oh, funny story though. One time, me and my cousin was walking down Cringe, right? Well, I forgot where we were walking from. Anyways, we went to the psychic place. Damn, I probably should have said where it's at, because I think she's the only one there, but this was a while ago. I don't even know she's there anymore. Anyways, we went in there, bruh. It was complete bullshit. First of all, we couldn't be in the room with each other. But like afterwards, we talked about it. I was like, man, this shit is nonsense. I was like, ain't no fucking way. None of that shit happened, by the way. None of that shit. And that was a while ago. I think I was like 19, 20. You feel me? At 19 or 20 years old. Probably younger than that. None of that shit happened, man. It's all bullshit. Anyways, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. And I will see y'all in the next one. And guess what? You better be there. Peace.